The Ground Zero flag, our flag, raised in the rubble after 9/11 and captured in an iconic photograph. It was celebrated around the world, but something is wrong. When the original owners of the flag asked to borrow it back for a charity event, they're given the wrong flag.
We knew almost immediately it wasn't the flag. We took it out of the flag box and it was gigantic.
The flag they received is larger than the flag firefighters found on their yacht and raised up the flagpole at Ground Zero. The couple assumes, of course, it's just a mistake. But then they see another detail on the flag, some writing that indicates much more than a mistake.
I was extremely surprised to see the signatures of the ex-governor, Mr. Pataki, and ex-mayor, Mr. Giuliani, in the flag.
This wrong-sized flag has signatures from dozens of city officials, and there's only one place where all these officials signed the flag, at Yankee Stadium 12 days after 9/11, before the flag was sent around the world. If Shirley and Spiros' claims are true, then the implications are massive. It means that the flag that went from Yankee Stadium to the Arabian Sea, raised and saluted in countless ceremonies around the world and on TV, was the wrong flag. Craziest of all, it turns out Shirley and Spiros weren't the first to realize the mistake. The three firefighters in the photo also noticed the wrong flag being raised at a ceremony after the flag's return from Afghanistan.
And as the flag went up the flagpole, Dan McWilliams said very quietly, "That's not our flag. Our flag isn't that big."
So the firefighters themselves say it's the wrong flag. And if the flag that traveled around the world is the wrong one, the question is, what happened to our real Ground Zero flag? The incredible answer is this: no one seems to know. When Shirley and Spiros notify the city that they were sent the wrong flag, at first they're hopeful that the real flag will still turn up.
At this point, the city seemingly just sort of shuts down.
It was as though they just want to totally bury the whole concept that this is the wrong flag.
It would be as if we had somehow lost the Liberty Bell or something like that.
When I tell people this story, they're speechless. How could such an iconic object just disappear? So let's do it. Hit the timeline. The wrong flag was raised at Yankee Stadium 12 days after 9/11. So somewhere in that 12 days, the real flag goes unaccounted for. And it was during this time that the fire department delivered the flag to City Hall. And for a time, the trail goes cold. But then, a few years later, footage emerges that provides a new clue. It turns out on the night of 9/11, an NYPD officer was shooting video of the site. In this video, there's a glimpse of the flagpole late at night. See right there? Without the flag.
That video suggests that the flag disappeared at some point between dusk and maybe midnight on 9/11.
The tape doesn't show who removed it or why. The fact that it was taken down so soon allows for the possibility it was mixed up with another flag at the site.
My guess has always been that people down at the site had put this flag in a drawer or something, and one of the chiefs gave what he thought was the right flag to this firefighter, who then brought it to City Hall, and it all went from there.
That flag could have been used to cover a deceased first responder just to honor them, because it was the only flag available, and no one thought that that flag at that time was going to be so significant. If that flag was draped over a body, it would remain with that individual, and when the family came, they may have been presented that flag.
If this theory's right, I'd be thrilled. It'd be a befitting home for this artifact. But the fact is, we don't know. And let's be honest, we also must consider less innocent explanations for what could have happened to the flag. I believe we must keep searching for this flag that inspired the world. It is part of our history, and we must fight to preserve it for future generations.
People want to go to that museum and they want to hear accurate, honest stories of the heroism and the bravery.
Having that photograph of those firemen with that flag almost makes that memory live on forever, because future generations will ask the question, what was that? Why did that happen?
I got a call from my daughter, who was working on Bloomberg News, and she said, "Dad, have you heard?" And I didn't know what she was talking about, and she said, "Turn on the TV, a plane has hit one of the Twin Towers."